Howdy y'alls and yosins. Q here, and today we're going to be going over the Maxon, formerly Ibanez, but always made by Maxon AF-9. Let's get to it.
If you made it this far, welcome to the Q Show. Gonna learn a thing, it's probably in the title.
Alright, so this is by no means a hypey pedal. It is constantly sold out on Maxon's site. The time I got this, and I just went online to look up some stuff, and it was again sold out. So I guess people dig it, but I haven't seen too many videos of people really showing off like how it sounds. So some things about it: it's an envelope filter, so kind of like your auto wah type pedal. It is opto based, which means it uses an optocoupler, which is like a light and a photosensitive resistor is incorporated somehow. But I suspect that it is. I suspect the optocoupler is used to kind of clamp against the guitar playing, which is partially why it has such a smooth sound. Things about it: the new ones look a little different, but it's all the same stuff. So you got sensitivity, peak, filter type, drive, and range. High and low is kind of specifying what frequencies it's listening to, so guitar bass. This is great on basses as well, but I'm lazy, so I won't be demoing that today. Sensitivity, just kind of, you're gonna set that based on, oh, let's get the one thing out of the way. Anytime this clips, it's the amp, it is not the pedal. This pedal is super clean. This is just the cleanest my amp's getting. Let me switch to my neck pickup. So sensitivity is gonna kind of all the way down. It's gonna kind of, you'd have to put in a crazy amount of gain to get it to clamp. Put up there, get a little lighter, find your sweet spot. Peak is where the resonant peak of the filter is. So like you'll see here, it's still opening, but it doesn't really have like that wow quality to it, which you may like. If I'm using this, I want some funk, so. Oh yeah, playing leads is fun, like. All your little rhythmic accents that get pronounced. I like it a lot. It's very responsive to touch if you get the sensitivity just right, which I'm a huge fan of. But let's go through all the effects you can hear. You've got low pass, band pass, and high pass. So I'm gonna explain all the things. So as I go through it, you can kind of understand how they're all interacting. Range is just your input. So that's gonna be your guitar or bass, more or less guitar or bass, or this works great with synthesizers too. So if you've got a cool synth you wanna try it on, just keep that in mind that that is a thing. Drive, it can go up or down. So now it's going from down to up because I have it set on down. If I go to up, it goes from down to up. To me, low pass up is like your traditional envelope filter tone. Now that we know what everything's doing, let's kind of go through the settings a little bit. Low pass. So, low pass, band pass. So, some people don't know what band pass is, so I'll explain it. On a low pass, you're always letting those low frequencies through, but it's like a wall that's opening up, right? On a band pass, it's actually like a specific frequency that is being allowed through. So if you use bandpass and your sensitivity is too high or too low, it might just sound really quiet. And while there is a bit of a duck in gain, it's still like a very useful effect. And sometimes you're playing like these kind of like funky. You've got like these kind of dense 4th-y, 5th-y funky chords, and you don't want to get in the way of like everything else. The bandpass filter is a great way to kind of have rhythmic presence, but without low end kind of muddling things up. Onto the high pass. So remember that wall I was talking about opening up? This is the opposite. So it'll always let high end in, but low end does not always get allowed in. So you hear as the filter moves along that point, it's getting, when it's up, it's only highs, then it comes back down, right? You do low pass, you're gonna hear that. You hear that point is in the same place, but it is allowing the low frequencies in the whole time, so you get a very different sound. As opposed to high pass. I still think it's a very cool effect, but a lot of these effects I would use like in kind of creative ways. I love that all the features are there, but when I'm playing a show, back when gigging was a thing, that's pretty much the only way this is getting used. Let me go through the downs really quick. So you hear it like kind of clamping down. High pass. So like you hit it hard and you get the low end and it goes away. So because this has so many different settings, there's a lot of ways to make it sound in a way that's kind of like, what am I doing? And I think that might be discouraging to some people. Hopefully this video shows you that with a little know-how, this is almost impossible to make sound bad intentionally. And there we have it. What'd you guys think? Have you heard of this pedal before? If you have, did this explain your mind about it either way? I like this filter specifically because it does not sound like a Moog filter or like a Grateful Dead type. I would like to thank my patron subscriber and you guys for watching. If you are still watching, please like, share, and subscribe. Sharing does so much for me. I really can't overstate how big of a difference just one share makes for the channels. You know, if you wanna, I really appreciate it. But like, and that's all for today. I'm Q. Thanks for watching The Q Show.